Okay, so I'm going to grab some red and I'm going to pile it up on the side, right? I'm making a violet. Now I'm just going to borrow a little bit of blue without polluting the blue too much. Now this is a cool red. All right, this is a cool red, so it's going to make a prettier violet. I'm just going to mix, 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 all right? Until we see the color that we want, right? Look at that, it's like magic. All right. All right, make sure I have enough here. If I don't have enough, I have to make more, right? Probably don't have enough, but let's just try. Okay, I'm starting in the middle because we're going to go slightly more red, slightly more blue. Now you can start with just red and add a little bit of blue, add more blue, and so on. But let's start off with the actual color. Alright, so it would be nice if I saved a little bit of this for a second coat when it dries. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit off to the side because I'm going to grab a little bit of red and mix, mix, mix. Alright? So this is going to be a blue violet. Yeah, it's like a blue violet, or red violet, sorry. Just kidding, red violet. Blue violet will be on the other side. This is our analogous scale. So you're practicing staying within the grid lines the best you can. 90-degree corners. You guys are learning how to blend and you're learning brush control. And how to get the paint to look opaque. Now look at that corner right there. I just need a little bit more juice to get that corner. Okay, it could use another coat for opacity. I kind of wonder what it looks like without the lights. It looks worse. Okay. Alright, I'll hold it up and show it to you off the camera. Now for the next one, just kind of clean off my brush a little bit, running out of space here. I'm going to grab a nice chunk of red, mix, mix, mix. Alright, we want this to be more of a pure red. Let's see what it looks like. I'll just go for pure red. Alright, remember the red is thin and takes a couple of coats. There's a lot of paint on my brush, so I'm going to clean it off and go back over it. Okay, so there's half of it right there. Okay, so we've got our red violet, and our violet. So now let's go more blue violet and blue, okay? So you can start anywhere you like on this. I started in the middle just for fun. Clean my brush off. I could just take this little guy right here, but I want to use it to mix more. I can always make more. You guys make your own personal decision making with that, because if you want to add more coats, you have to remix it completely. Alright, so I'm going to mix, 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 and that's turning more violet, so I definitely want it more blue violet. Okay, clean my brush off. Mix, mix, mix. I need more paint than that for the opacity. Alright, let's give it a shot and see what it looks like. It is more on the blue violet side. Now, the beauty of paint is if you don't like it, let's just put one coat down and then go over it again. I think I'm going to add a little bit more violet to that. That's a pretty big jump there. It's a blue violet, but it's subtle. Let's add a little bit more red. I think I like that one, that nice blueberry color. Let's do... Okay, can probably fill in my corners a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm going to clean my brush off so I can just go blue on the end. This isn't super complicated, it's only 5 colors. Here's our pure blue. I have quite a bit of blue left over, which I'm not going to use all of it up. So now I know how much to give you guys. One of y'all could take my palette just so it's not wasted. Remember, let it dry and then go back over it for opacity, no chunks, smooth it out. Okay, can y'all handle that one? We are gonna do one more with complementary colors. So you'll need green for the last one. How much time do we have? We might have enough time. Let's see what happens.